Dr. Fauci is famous for saying, "I am the science," but why would the science need a pardon for crimes against the United States of America? Starting at exactly when Dr. Fauci started funding gain-of-function research for the COVID virus. Dr. Fauci is somebody who promised that there would be a surprise outbreak in the first Trump administration. He engineered all of this to get us unlimited mail-in balloting and to rig the election against Donald Trump. It's obvious he unleashed a bioweapon on all of us. And now he's unleashed a different type of weapon in the Senate committee chaired by Rand Paul, a phalanx of lawyers and the Fifth Amendment. So Dr. Fauci brought all these lawyers for a man who's the science, who, of course, is backed up by truth and honesty in the American way. Why do you have 20 lawyers with you? Why did your lawyer sit right next to you? You know, the way these Senate hearings go is it's not like a courtroom. You get totally different rules here in the Senate. When you're subpoenaed, you're the only one who's allowed to talk. You're the only one who gets recognized. If you try and talk or if you're disruptive, I don't care if you're a lawyer, you get kicked out. Security will drag you out. And that's exactly what happened to Dr. Fauci's lawyers in a remarkable moment here. Dr. Fauci's lawyers were physically removed by security.
You're not recognized.
So what you can do here, you can see his little weasel lawyer right here. So here's Dr. Fauci, rat doctor, and his weasel lawyer sitting next to him tries to start yelling at Rand Paul. This happened in the opening minute.
You're not recognized. You're not recognized. If you are unruly, you will be removed from the proceeding. You are not recognized, and you are not recognized, sir. Sir, you are not recognized. You are not recognized. Security. We'll hold off, but you will respect these proceedings. You were told not to sit at the table. You insist on sitting at the table, and we told you you would not be recognized. You are not invited here for testimony, sir. You are being disruptive. Would you behave this way in a courtroom? No, because the judge would put you in jail. I can't do that today, but I can have you escorted from the premises. So I would say, sir, sit quietly and don't say another word. I said, sit quietly. You are not recognized. Another word and you're gone.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to hear what the attorney has to say.
He is not recognized by the committee or the chair. If he speaks again, he will be removed from the room. This testimony is from Anthony Fauci. This is not a game with his lawyers. He can advise. His lawyers can give him advice. He's got a half dozen here. They're all allowed to talk to him.
Yes.
All right. But the attorneys are not recognized. In fact, the attorney was told not to sit at the table, and he's not obeying that recommendation. There's a row behind you, sir. That's where you were told to sit, and you're not. And now you're disrupting the proceedings. And so, look, this is the way Anthony Fauci wants to be remembered, for a lawyer not listening to the rules. That's the way you want to be remembered, and that's what you're going to do. You are not recognized, sir. Security, please remove him from the room.
Nice. And everybody bursts into applause. Incredible. So the security got up and actually dragged the guy up and out. Here we go. So this Capitol Hill police officer, lawyer, is had to humiliatingly gather up all of his junk, tapped the rat doctor on the shoulder, and then gets physically
Let the record
pushed out of the room.
We'll still have the advice of the other half a dozen attorneys that he brought along today.
And then a crack from Rand Paul at the end there. Fauci arrived with a team of lawyers who attempted to disrupt the hearing. What an utter embarrassment to Fauci and his defenders. Rand Paul just had the Capitol Police drag Dr. Fauci's attorney out of the building because he refused to stop screaming correct. Homeland Security, ladies and gentlemen, and Government Affairs Committee has Fauci's lawyers removed from the hearing. Whew. Pathetic. Desperate to escape accountability. And this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to escape accountability by pleading the Fifth. So what does the Fifth mean? The Fifth Amendment guarantees fundamental rights against self-incrimination, the right to due process and freedom of, from double jeopardy. You do not have to answer questions or give evidence that can be used to convict you of a crime. This is called pleading the fifth. The government cannot try you twice for the same crime after you have already been found guilty. Due process, the government must follow this fair, established legal rule, the grand jury. And so this is the Fifth Amendment. So wait a second. You do not have to answer questions and give evidence that could be used to convict you of a crime. So Dr. Fauci does not want to answer evidence today. He pleaded the fifth.
Slanderous comments about me, and recently his publicly releasing my unredacted personal diary aimed at
Look at how much he's shaking. Look at how much Dr. Fauci is shaking.
embarrassing and intimidating me. The only
Look
conclusion
at the shaking.
I can reach is that the sole reason he is calling me before this committee is to get me to say something, anything, that could vindicate his repeated public pledges that I end up, in his words, quote, behind bars.
Yes, that's correct. Dr. Fauci refuses to answer questions as he walks into the committee today, knowing full well that he's going to just plead the fifth. And he pleads the fifth. He's pled the fifth now dozens of times. And he's asked about a binder in front of him. In the red folder on your table is a copy of Section 192 of the U.S. Code. The section makes it a crime for a witness appearing under subpoena to refuse to answer any questions pertinent to the questions of the inquiry. Do you have that in front of you? Dr. Fauci pleads the fifth.
To refuse to answer any questions pertinent to the question under inquiry. Do you have that in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Let the record record that the witness has refused to answer whether there's a folder in front of him based on his Fifth Amendment right. In the red folder.
Good. I mean, at least humiliate him a little bit. It's so criminally embarrassing what is going on right now. The wild scenes inside of the Senate. Again, if you are such a smart and devoted public servant, why do you need a grant of clemency for all of your crimes starting in 2014 during the Obama administration through to the end of the Biden term? Why would you need a grant of clemency? Why would you need to plead the fifth if you're so innocent? If you're such a unimpeachable voice for science, why would your lawyers need to disrupt the hearing and scream on your behalf and be dragged from the room shrieking and yelling? Why? Well, we all know why. Because Dr. Fauci is one of the greatest mass murderers in human history and the single largest mass murderer in modern history. Dr. Fauci is the definition of evil. And unfortunately, it looks like we will not be getting any answers or justice from him today. Perhaps it's time for actual criminal convictions for Dr. Fauci. Again, if he were to ask questions today, if he were to answer questions today, that wouldn't be covered by his pardon, right? He would be lying, and these would be fresh crimes. So this is why Dr. Fauci is saying, no, I'm not going to answer any questions. This is Dr. Fauci's lawyer getting removed.
Tell the committee. And that's all I was trying to tell the committee.
Why did you advise him to invoke the fifth? Sir, why did you advise him for that?
Dr. Fauci has a valid Fifth Amendment privilege, and he has the right to assert it.
And that's what you were trying to say in
That's
the
what I
room?
was trying to tell the committee. And that's all I was trying to tell the committee.
Why did you
Okay, well, he's already told the committee
advise
that.
him to invoke the fifth? Sir, why did you advise
You were trying to be a little drama queen is what you were trying to be. And that's what all of this is. It's so maddening. There's never any justice, but you can't claim your Fifth Amendment right in hell. There'll be justice one day, ladies and gentlemen. Sickening. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates.